their road and right into the snake pit. The anticipation rivals that of Christmas morning, about to start the season when toe meets leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Using his legs, it's Morris. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
Now on the move. Across the 45. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air on first down. Coming after him. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go. Working on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Little touch pass to the receiver. Bust through behind his pad. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. And he's in for the touchdown. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players. We've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On first down, here comes this offense. On the run, it's Morris. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Quarterback checking off. Toss sweep right. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Trying to get to it. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
The quarterback's just holding on to the ball way too long. If you're able to get through the entire progression and you still haven't thrown it, you probably got to think about running and getting out of there. But the hit that time forced the incompletion.
The play action fake. Using his legs to buy some time. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
He's looking for a man on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Ross. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Richmond. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Quarterback keeps it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for it on 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
He's going to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum. And that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders. Defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 15. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Around the corner, it's Morris. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Virginia Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Right down the middle. Finds a man by himself. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it right on his guy.
Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Oh, it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting get it back. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Going up top on first down. He's going to let it go. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Hand off from the shotgun. Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a third down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and you know, we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? First down.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Wants to go up top. They're trying to get to it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, they'll take to the air. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Getting set for the point after. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He'll come out throwing on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him onto that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going for the big play. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. You can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Morris. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Snap it to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI, and as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Gonna take a shot. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Morris. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
That's a great play call there, guys. I love it. Listen, they didn't get the 1st down, but this QB sneak on the very next play is going to get it, and this drive's going to keep going.
They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. He'll keep it on the sneak. He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed.
Man, he looked short of that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it. Failed 4th down. Big-time stop for this defense.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's caught downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback being on the exact same page. The coordinator's anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Morris. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give to the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. After the run, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Looking for space. It's Morris. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Morris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Morris. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. On the move. Got enough space. And they're in for a touchdown.
And it's one thing to get a few yards and, you see quarterbacks slide. This guy gets to the second level, and he's got the speed to run away from DBs, to make people look silly. It's so nice having such a dynamic weapon at your quarterback position.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Another incompletion on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They'll immediately call timeout. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And it's in there for a touchdown.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 10 to the Royals. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback will audible. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a huge play. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Going over the top. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's caught. It's Morris. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Quarterback keeper. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Try to get it to the edge. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the offense was hoping the defense would be expecting inside runs, so they toss it trying to use the speed to get to the outside, but the defense didn't bite. They were there to make a negative play. Now set up 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. Got room at the 35. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
What a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense like that.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes the catch. And they are in for the score here late in the 4th quarter.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day. And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They're only 1 for 3 on fourth down attempts, but they'll try it again here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Off play action on first down. He wants a big play here late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.